Hello everyone, this is Roger. I am doing a review for the Surface Pro 3 Ultra Rugged case with rotating hand strap for the Incipio because, well, there's no other review online, so I figured I'd do one. But anyways, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about it, what it is exactly. It's for the Surface Pro 3, which is a great device. I always use it for anything, wherever I'm at. The only problem I'm always running into is the fact that I am it's always vulnerable for getting hurt, and it's a nice little like silver slick finish and everything. The keyboard itself, the screen, I don't want it to get scratched or anything. So I did order a glass screen protector from Incipio for the Surface 3. Had some problems with it during the installation process, and I called them. I let them know, and they're sending one immediately to me. So perfect customer service as they claim it is. They even sent me a tracking number just like seconds after I hung up on the phone with them, so they're pretty good at that. Anyways, so back to the case itself. I bought them together from Microsoft.com, so let's go ahead and check it out. Something I did notice from the website is that you probably won't have an option of where to put it on, how to connect the keyboard while this thing is on, while the screen protector is on. So that's something I did realize, and I also thought about the fact that you probably wouldn't be able to use the kickstand, and I think I'm actually right about that. So let's go ahead and check it out and install it. Straight off the bat, real quick, one thing about the actual rotating thing is the fact that you can tighten it according to your hand. You want it pretty tight, because if it's not tight, the Surface Pro with everything on it gets pretty heavy. So, there's that gap where it could just slip off. So you want it as tight as possible, because there's no grip. It's just this, really, because the rest is flat. Anyways, so that's one thing you want it to do. There's two little screws right here. Those ones right there, you want to screw in, depending whether you want it rough pivot, like that. Or then if you tighten it up, if you loosen the screws up, you can actually just, it's easier for you to kind of rotate. So I kind of like that better. So it's up to you. Unscrew it a little bit or screw it back on. It doesn't free rotate, so you can't, it's not smooth when it rotates. It's got the little bump. So do realize that. It's not going to be like, So anyways, back to this. So this is the Under Armour, I guess, if you want to call it that, where you actually put it in, and it's going to be actually protecting the case from the shocks and everything. So you got that. You put it in nice. Then you kind of real fast grab the surface. You're going to have to remove the keyboard from it. On their defense, the keyboard is actually an accessory to the thing. It doesn't come with it, to the Surface. So I guess it just did it for people who don't even have it, period. So you put it in, right? Put it in here, and just kind of, all you got to do is just kind of snap it all across. There it is, it's snapped. And here you have already a clean little protection to your Surface. Once again, boom, right, boom. So that's kind of cool. So the pen obviously has point downwards, because that's how the case is pointing it downwards as well. Here goes one more thing. The actual shock absorbent and the rubber, you gotta first put in the pen through the little hole, the pen holder there, and then you kind of start building it as you go. Just putting it in through, putting it in through. Putting it in through. It's kind of difficult putting it in through, holding it up here so you guys can see it, but it's easier if you're having it in front of you, And then you'll see these little like weird gaps around there. Just fix it. Nothing to be afraid of. Boom. And it fits real nice and real tight. Perfect. Now here you got to close this. The cool thing about it is you get these little portals here where you can just lift, and access to USB, access to your HDMI if you have that converter, access to your charger real fast, real good. Seal it back up. Now, some of you may be wondering, is it waterproof? No, it's not waterproof. This is actually a computer, if you guys don't remember. So it actually has fans in here. It has a ventilation system, which is through this top over here, so you can see it. That ventilation system needs to be there, otherwise your laptop would probably fry, or your tablet, whatever you want to call it. Now right here we got this camera to be able to take some pictures through the camera. Cover back up, pretty good. Alright, so it's very nice, very sturdy, very slim. It's a little bit heavier now. Obviously, it is significantly heavier. But here you go. You know, you got your pen, which is, where's my pen? And that's exactly why it's sturdy, and the pen's good for that because you will misplace your pen. So let me find it real quick. Okay, I have no idea where to place my pen. Oh, here it is. All right, so you got the pen. You know, this goes like this. You just kind of stick your pen through. Boom. So there you go. You got it. Right. Once again, you can just kind of like pivot it like that according to how you're doing your thing. Let's say I'm here using my tablet. Open up OneNote, whatever. Right now it's in my left hand. I'm right-handed. So it's a little bit weird, but you know. Let's say you want to write a different format, just rotate it, you know. So let me try it on my other hand. Maybe it'll be easier. So here you go. Blah blah blah. You know, Roger. That's my name. It's pretty good. And then you just rotate it in case you want to do something else different. Rotate it as you go. You know, scripts or whatever you have on Word. You can just kind of launch Word, open up documents and all that jazz. You know. And then you want to read landscape, just rotate it, and there it goes, you know. Pretty simple, pretty cool, and it's all protected. Now, once again, you are going to lose that freedom of having the keyboard. Another thing that sucks about it is the fact that you don't have access to your kickstand, which is, I guess, reasonable if you think about it, because that's why you have this in the first place, because you're going to be putting it somewhere on your hand or something. It's more like industrial type of thing, I guess. I don't know. The one thing I do have the problem with is the fact that the SD card has to remain inside or off, whatever. I wanted to use this for my DJI Phantom when I go flying, get the micro SD card out of the chopper, the GoPro, into this thing so I can review the footage, but there is no way to actually insert or remove the card without having to take off the whole entire case. So that sucks, but unless I do a hole into it or something, I don't know, it doesn't make sense, but that's what sucks about it. Once again, the keyboard is inaccessible because of the fact that we got the pen holder there, and but other than that, it's pretty cool. You know, I really like it. I think it's gonna be protected. I'm gonna be going on a trip to Mexico, and I think it's gonna be, I mean, granted that I don't get mugged, I think it's gonna be a pretty in a pretty safe environment. You know. So yeah, and I love both Incipio in general, and I love my Surface Pro 3. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to message me or write a comment, and I'll be sure to get back to you guys, and all that jazz. So cool, and that's it.